Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this is the first session you're going to be listening to, because this is a session on part of the Huawei certification and training course load, and this is the session on the introduction to Huawei Enterprise. This will give you a good overview of the Huawei portfolio. Today's presenter is going to be Thomas Keenan. Thomas, take it away.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it, and thank you very much for such a nice introduction. Again, as Nick mentioned, the section that I will be addressing is the Introduction to Huawei Enterprise for the certification training. I have two major sections of my agenda today. Number one, I will be looking quickly at an overview of ICT, or Information and Communication Technologies, in the enterprise, and a little bit about who is Huawei and how are we positioned in the market. And at the end of the day, how do I sell the value proposition of Huawei to my customers? I will also be covering IT, IP, and UC&C products, information technology, IP, and unified collaboration and communications products from Huawei. For services and channel, we will have a separate speaker right after my presentation. So my first section is about information and communication technologies and the fact that they are emerging. This is the state of our industry today. It has been a while in coming, but the continuing consumerization, cloud, and mobility trends are driving two major technology sets together: information technology and communication technology. Huawei is positioned extremely well to take advantage of this convergence, as we do operate in the markets of service provider, enterprise, as well as device. This gives you a huge advantage versus the competition in the market. Let's take a quick look at Huawei overall business, and specifically the U.S. in focus, particularly the U.S. enterprise. As background, Huawei has been in the market many years. It is a leading global ICT solutions provider, serving 45 of the top 50 telecoms in the world. We are deployed in over 140 countries, and we serve about a third of the world's population. One huge advantage that Huawei has versus many of our competitors is that we actually employ approximately 70,000 R&D personnel worldwide. We are a top contributor to industry standards, and we have over 2 billion end users. Specifically for the U.S., the Huawei's North American regional office was established several years ago in Plano, and the Santa Clara R&D facility opened in 2011. The enterprise business has established key offices in regions such as Boston in the Northeast, New York in the same, Plano, and Los Angeles out here in the West. In 2012, Huawei granted OEM contracts worth over $6 billion to the U.S.-based technology companies. And we formally launched the enterprise business in October 2011 at the Interop trade show in New York. One large advantage, as I mentioned, of Huawei's global footprint is that we have over 70,000 R&D engineers working. We have a follow-the-sun model in which technology that's being worked on in the U.S. can then be worked on at night in Asia as well. Huawei's headquarters is 14 hours ahead of our own time zones in the U.S. Resources, therefore, can be brought to bear on a 24-hour basis in order to support our global operations, and this has huge implications for the U.S. market. Huawei continues its investment in innovation continuously. It has membership in 150 international standards such as the IEEE, the IETF, Continua, and HL7. We actually hold over 180 positions in international standards organizations, and we have applied for over 42,000 patent applications in China alone, and there were 30,000 patents granted by December the 31st of 2012. Our percentage of R&D investment to total sales revenue continues to climb and is the envy of our competition, many of whom have single-digit investments in R&D as a percentage of total sales revenue. These are just some of the industry-recognized innovation awards that Huawei has won over time, and you'll notice that they span the gamut from The Economist for corporate use of innovation to the Broadband World Forum for the best broadband access fixed device, the IEEE for excellence in standards development, and finally the Fast Company magazine being named one of the top 5 most innovative companies in the world in 2012. The market impact of Huawei's mainstream product sets cannot be stated enough. Let me just address a few of these. The data center switch, for example, key performance metric that was run by Meyercom, we actually showed extremely good performance from both a bandwidth and a slot capacity last year. Our high-end router and LAN switch market share continues to be the envy of the industry, being very competitive in both of these markets. And in the telepresence space, we have over 1,500 sets that we have shipped. We are #1 market share in China, and we are amongst the top 2 worldwide. And then finally, LTE, or long-term evolution, we are ranked #1 in the industry from a market share perspective, and we have 45 operator networks and 9 industry networks active worldwide. So to sum it all up, I often get asked, is there one silver bullet, Thomas, that you can tell me that will help me win a deal? And as a matter of fact, I really don't think there is one particular point. I really think it's a combination of all of these items. Our stance with next-gen platforms, the number of R&D employees we have, the fact that we lead the way in research and innovation, the fact that we serve so many countries in the world, and also our financial strength. I think there's a combination of all those items that allows us to claim the overall Huawei enterprise value proposition advantage. In my second section today, I will talk a little bit about enterprise IT departments and how you can be their hero. To understand very quickly, however, in the U.S. enterprise in particular, the CIO, which is pictured on the left-hand side of this slide, is under extreme pressure from 2 very different stakeholder groups. #1, the traditional board of directors will continue with their traditional series of criteria for the CIO. They're interested in security, the overall budget spend he has, and also the speed of technology. Those are the items that will tend to make him or her risk-averse in the market. However, he does have a group of stakeholders, whether they be sales, marketing, manufacturing, operations, that also want to develop and deploy the latest technologies. And that is the group to whom he needs to lead and differentiate. By adopting things like cloud, BYOD, big data, pervasive security, he can actually elevate the function of IT and make himself more of a hero in the corporate boardroom, as well as to the company overall. And so he has very much these 2 issues clashing. In order to help the CIO out, you can deliver value in 3 key areas. #1, on strategic matters, showing the CIO how to have a single strategy to optimize the efficiency of IT assets. #2, from an economic perspective, how can that CIO maximize their IT investment and utilize emerging trends like cloud services to their advantage? And then finally, you can bring technological assets to bear, allowing him to scale the network when adopting new trends like BYOD, support things like IT consumerization that is going on in his business, and also allowing him to provide end-to-end network security to protect the company's assets. And here's the ICT product and solution portfolio that's going to allow you to do that. Notice that for Enterprise USA, we have 3 critical areas that you should be very familiar with. #1, the product solution sets contained for UC&C, including telepresence, unified communications, and teleconferencing. Data center infrastructure, including the products that you see here, storage solutions, server solutions. And then finally, enterprise network and enterprise wireless devices, both for the data center network, the IP network, as well as long-term evolution and optical transport. Another way to look at the enterprise products and solutions is from a places in the network perspective. So whether you're looking at the branch and core router subset, LAN switching, transmission and access, security and storage, or video conferencing and telepresence, you need to be able to show the CIO that you have a solution, whether that be for the green data center, the reliable WAN and IP optical backbone, or for ubiquitous branch access, any of the technologies you can cover. Let's look at more in depth now on the products and services that you can offer from an IP, IT, and UC&C perspective. Let's start out with IP products. Again, this training module is not expected to be in depth on all these products. There will be separate modules to cover certification training. Let's take a quick look then at the IP product portfolio. It includes solutions for both switching, routing and security, and transmission and wireless products. Let's look first at the switching portfolio. We do have solutions for both the data center, the core, aggregation, and access. The data center switches are designed for next-generation data centers and high-end campus networks covering core, aggregation, and access switches to support flexible deployments on enterprise networks. Huawei's 9700 series are high-end switches designed for next-generation campus networks and data centers to provide service aggregation. The 7700 series are also next-generation switches for the enterprise. And then finally, the 1500 and 1700 series switches, or access switches, are next-generation energy-saving switches developed to meet the demand for high bandwidth access and Ethernet multi-service aggregation. Let's look now at the IP product portfolio, part number 2, router security and the firewall products. Huawei's NetEngine routers are deployed at the aggregation layers of IP backbones, cores, and small and medium enterprises, as well as the edges of industrial networks. Our access router line provides small, medium, and enterprise business with routing, switching, voice, security in a secure and scalable package to meet the performance and scalability needs of business. Our Unified Security Gateway series are designed for medium and large enterprises integrating a range of functions including firewall, VPN, URL filtering, application control, routing, switching, and wireless access. And then finally, our SSL VPN Gateway family provides security for medium and large enterprises for remote access, branch interconnection, and mobile office. Chapter number 3, the WDM and Wi-Fi access product portfolios. Our WDM system is a basic transport platform for modern high-speed telecom networks. Our OTN-based WDM system, which delivers synchronous digital hierarchy-like flexibility and is easy to maintain, embodies a trend for future transport and network development. Our access line includes both access points and access controllers. Our AP700 series are dual-band access points. And Huawei, by the way, was the first company to roll out the most recent wireless standard, 802.11ac. The 7000 series are applicable to a simple building structure, a small size, high density of users, and high capacity demands. Our access controllers both come in the card and the separate device form factors, and they provide refined management and wireless access, including industry-leading forward capacity, and are compatible with 802.11a, B, G, N, and AC standards. Let's look now at our IT products. Our IT product portfolio consists of application storage system and solid-state storage form factors, disk storage system form factors, and the most important piece of any storage solution, the software that goes along and actually makes the functionality possible. Let's take a look at each one of these in turn. The application solid-state storage are as pictured on this slide. Our virtual tape library system provides petabyte-level massive backup capability in a tape form factor. The OceanStor Dorado 2100 is a SAN-based solid-state storage product designed for enterprise-level high-performance storage market. The Dorado 5100 is a higher-end enterprise-class high-performance product. It adopts solid-state storage as its system architecture, as well as a dual controller design to provide a compelling user experience. Part 2 of our storage products is a disk storage solution portfolio. From the low-end S2200 storage system for enterprise entry-level storage applications, all the way up to the N8500 clustered NAS storage system is in a unified storage platform oriented to high-end and medium-range applications. It meets the extremely high service requirements of telecom operators, digital media, as well as high-end education application performance needs. Let's look finally at our UC&C products. Our UC&C product solution set contains 4 solution subcategories. Number 1 is the Immersive Telepresence and RP series. From the TP3206 down to the 1102, would provide both panoramic and single-screen telepresence for executive offices and conference rooms. These solutions provide easy-to-use touch panels and ultra-large screens with very high definition. The RP series, on the other hand, provides 1080p high-definition video, stereo level quality in audio in an ultra-slim design for cost-effective installation options in different conference rooms. Our second piece of the solution set includes our endpoint, micro, desktop, and accessory subsets. The TE30 pictured in the middle is a very popular and cost-effective 3-in-1 high-definition video conferencing endpoint, which is easy to deploy and install in small conference rooms. The PB9050 is a high-definition desktop video conferencing endpoint for executive desktop communication, with an elegant and sleek design. And the VC6500 series are ultra-high-definition video cameras working with the HD VP90XX series endpoints and providing 1080p high-definition video experience. Our last solution in the UC&C product solution set series is the multi-point control unit and management platforms. The VP9600 employs the latest technology to create a unified high-definition video conferencing experience compatible with all major vendors' endpoints. All these technologies, including embedded, web-based management, universal transcoding, ad hoc conference calling, audio and video IVR, and are integrated into an easy-to-expand cabinet. And finally, our SMC Service Management System 2.0 is a next-generation video conferencing service management system. It's designed to assist small, medium, and large enterprises with the management and monitoring of their video conferencing and telepresence assets. Thank you very much for your attendance today. Appreciate your time.
Hi, hello. My name is James Schott, Director of Channel Services and Services Marketing with Huawei Enterprise Business Group in the USA. We'd like to talk for a few minutes about our services opportunity, both with our channel partners and with Huawei in providing global services and services in the United States for our end customers, but both services delivered by Huawei as well as services delivered by our channel partners and certified service partners. I'd like to start off with a description of our services business, which is a fairly broad-reaching services offering covering many of the market segments, all of the market segments that Huawei sells to, as well as the full product lifecycle through design and planning, implementation and operate, and optimize. We offer services for each of our product areas in unified communications, IP services for enterprise networking, and our IT product line for cloud storage services and data center solutions. I'd like to start with a description about Huawei and its global services offering. Huawei is truly a global enterprise with multinational presence and multinational services capability. Much of what we talk about today will be focused on the U.S. markets. However, this is supported in large part by the global organization that Huawei manages and maintains. Huawei does approach its services business with a 24/7 follow-the-sun model, supported by 3 global technical assistance centers, and building on that, 9 regional call centers, and our call center in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, which I'll talk about in a little more detail later in the presentation. In addition to our call centers for technical support, Huawei does maintain learning and training centers and capabilities, both through direct training sites as well as through global authorized learning partners. And these are in turn supported with a service staff of more than 26,000 service employees, close to 700 certified and authorized partners, and a broad network of capabilities that span the globe, all supporting every customer that we have, as well as the product delivery and support delivery of services in the United States. So I mentioned much of our offering and opportunity with the Huawei support group is built on and based around an extended Huawei team that includes not only our channel partners for resale and value-add partners, but also our services that are delivered through partners and a dedicated staff in localized markets. Huawei services and support offers depend on the partner, depend on the system integrator, depend on the reseller and the certified service partner. This at all phases of the product lifecycle and all phases of our sales cycle include both a partnership with Huawei service business, and Huawei partners. I'll show this slide just as a start, and I'll talk specifically to the service opportunity for our channel partners within Huawei Enterprise. An estimate by Forrester Research suggests that of IT budget and IT spend, about 80% can be attributed to product purchases, hardware and software licenses, and so on. Of this budget, 15%, or of the total budget, 15% is attributed to or allocated for support or traditional break fix and maintenance support, and 5% toward training and professional development of data center engineers and the like. This 20% or 80% above and beyond product purchases are part of the significant services opportunity that our partners have to sell additional services with every product sale, with every product installation. It's an opportunity to increase your revenue dollars, and we take two approaches to this. First, there is an incremental revenue opportunity, and second, our services are geared toward becoming quite competitive in the marketplace and can be the difference in long-term cost of ownership and cost to support our products versus brand C or brand J or any of the other vendors in the market in, let's say, datacom, networking, storage, or the other areas. On top of this, professional services in Forrester's research has been shown to go above and beyond the IT spend, the direct spend on product, services, and training, and can reach as high of and sometimes as high as and sometimes beyond the budget line item for the other service areas to be approximately 1.5 times the total spend for support, training, and product. This can be a more significant opportunity, and I'll jump to the next slide to talk for a second about not only the revenue opportunity but the margin opportunity that we have both for service resale or for the service delivery by key partners. It's a very simple slide, and the thought of the opportunity is that product sales will offer a fairly fixed margin and a fairly predictable margin for all involved, Huawei as the enterprise and vendor and our partners as the resellers of products. Support contracts can add an incremental revenue value, but also a larger margin opportunity. And adding to that, the professional services, in many cases, can be at a significant margin and very measurable revenue and margin opportunity. Huawei does take the approach that partners are key to this formula and makes a very conscious choice to balance Huawei brand as a service resale opportunity with partner and co-branded sales and delivery. In some of the following slides, we'll talk a little bit more about both the Huawei brand services for resale as well as the partner delivery of services and partner service capabilities. In the next section, I'd like to talk through the service portfolio and the service products that Huawei has to offer as packaged products and standard and fixed products. Probably the first of these in any portfolio list is the product warranty. Product warranty is a service feature that is certainly baked into the product sale. And this is important to note because Huawei's product warranty in particular can be very attractive as a baseline offering. Often, if you look at Cisco or EMC or others, the warranty can often be a very bare bones offering. And for example, a standard networking product component may have a 10-day return to factory or a 30-day return to factory parts replacement without a call center support or technical assistance. Many of these Huawei products will include a much more ambitious and aggressive warranty offer to the point of, in many cases, offering next business day parts as well as technical assistance. And this is an important sell, both from the positioning of the product for sale without services, but in addition to position services as the value add revenue opportunity. And the warranty upgrade or support contract is certainly the first step to provide that. Most of you may be familiar with the break-fix support model or the operate and maintain support levels. Huawei's branded support offering is the high care delivery option. High care is Huawei's branded name for our standard service offering, and we categorize these as standard, enhanced, or premier as progressive levels of service response. You may be familiar with bronze, silver, gold, or one tier, one star, two star, 3-star. Many vendors have a similar model with 3 or 4 baseline choices for the service offering. Every one of these service offers in the high care model, of course, includes online support, the opportunity for 24/7 TAC access, technical assistance center access for some level of reporting and claims, software updates, and hardware replacement. The parts delivery and parts response for the logistics and parts exchange just vary. And standard business hours and next business day response comes with the standard package, of course. The enhanced offering, enhanced level of high care support includes business hours but 4-hour response for parts delivery, and Premier adds to that 7/24 service for parts delivery. In addition to each of these 3 levels for the baseline support, on-site support is available for option for parts delivery to site, multi-year contracts, and a range of professional service offerings that will allow our customers to purchase, or our partners to purchase and resell troubleshooting or equipment health check or inventory, site inventory and survey activities, any range of things, in addition to the certification training or product and technology training that's available. A key part, a very large part of any support and maintenance offer is the capability to deliver services on-site or to customer site when needed. Huawei partners with logistics partners that provide over 240 stocking locations across the U.S. These stocking locations are provisioned with product as we have product sale. As you've heard in earlier presentations, Huawei's product portfolio is very extensive as we look across each of the product domains, UC&C, IT, IP, cloud, you name it. It's impossible to maintain stock for all products and all locations, but Huawei's policy has been a standard practice to provision parts into the stocking locations to stock depots as needed to cover warranty, DOA, and support contract needs. For national deployment, we have over 1,100 field engineers that are accessible and available with prior training or custom training depending on the customer needs. And at the end of the day, same-day service is available to 40,000 locations across the U.S. Next business day parts delivery available to every city every location in the United States. The next slide, the technical support delivery model, is probably a very typical slide. This breaks down two reflections of our service delivery model. First of these on the left side of the slide are the call center flow and the call flow for service requests as you, our channel partners, or our end customers reach out to place a service request and make a request for support maintenance, for warranty, for any type of service. Our U.S. Technical Assistance Center is given a backline support by our global TAC as well as our technical engineering staff in Plano, Texas, and across the nation. And this in turn is supported by the Huawei Corporate Headquarters R&D Center for highest level 3 support. Products can be dispatched with instructions from the TAC to depot location. Depot location are fulfilled by our U.S. parts warehouses as well as global international parts warehouses. And in turn, products that are dispatched through depots are available to ship directly to Huawei field technician, to our partners, our partners, our certified service partners, or as instructed directly to the end customer site. It's a very simple model. It's effective, and this is very typical in the industry of both the call flow and parts flow for servicing support contracts. The next area of service offering is our professional services group. The largest part of our revenue opportunity is in professional services and ranges through and across the product lifecycle. The plan, design, improve, implement, plan, design, remove, improve, implement cycle. And I'll say only that any need can be performed by, quoted and performed by Huawei professional services staff or in coordination with our channel partners to enable our partners to deliver these services. In many cases, I would say the majority of our partners come to Huawei with expertise in professional service areas, and we can either act as the service delivery professional services or as the enabling component to help our partners come up to speed with Huawei product to deliver services, whether it's a site plan and mapping or installation and deployment or network optimization tuning, next generation planning. Almost anything we can imagine that customers have need to spend money on, we'll do. This is a similar slide to the previous, and it's again a snapshot of the professional services offering that we have anywhere in the product lifecycle can be supported, and we'd like to do that. The third area, in addition to support maintenance or high care support contracts or general support contracts and professional services, are the training services and training portfolio that are available for delivery. I'll talk first about these as products that you can sell to end customers and follow on in the next slides to talk about certification training for enablement of your engineers and engineering team and staff at channel partners. Services or training is available through authorized learning partners. Huawei has a fairly rigid program to recognize industry-leading training partners and to partner with these organizations who make their business around training and make their business to deliver, market, and sell training to the industry. The second area, the online e-learning portfolio, which includes an extensive list of for free and for fee training modules that are available through simple registration on the Huawei websites and available to our partners for their own learning, but also for resale to end customers. Huawei, or the HALP, Huawei Authorized Learning Partner, will also make available on-site delivery. This could be standard course offerings or customized to the specific needs of customers, but certainly on-site delivery in this age of remote access makes it very easy to bring an instructor to customer site, ship materials to the customer or virtually to customers, and then deliver courses through remote lab and remote access to our lab or R&D centers. Huawei maintains a very, very strong catalog of training courses. At last count, we were at 983 pages of courses in all phases of lifecycle and each of the product domain areas, IP, transmission networks, communications, and certainly the storage, servers, and cloud offerings. Previous slide, we were looking at the offering for training that can be resold, that 5% of the IT spend that can be added and as both the value add to the sale and also as a way to enable customers. Another step in enabling goes both toward enabling our partner organization as well as customer staff, and that's the technical certification curriculum and technical certification activities. Similar to others in the industry, Huawei does maintain a broad portfolio of technical certification at progressive levels of expertise. You may be familiar with Cisco CCNA, CCNP, CCIE, and we have a corresponding offering in each of our product areas: Huawei Certified Network Associate, Huawei Certified Network Professional, Huawei Certified Industry Expert, and finally, Huawei Certified Architect. Each of these provide extensive, in-depth, and fairly rigorous training to certify that our customers and partner engineers are very well versed in our product and product knowledge. There are exams administered similar to industry. We rely on Pearson or Pearson VUE to administer independent exams. And one of the features that Huawei can offer is that many of these classes can be available as full-length and extensive classes. But in addition, a number of these classes, and particularly the key areas of datacom and storage and so on, are available as fast-track versions so that our customers, our training customers, can come in with prior experience and prior knowledge or industry certification and attend a much shorter, much abbreviated class and walk out with only incremental and new information. Most classes are hands-on. Our typical class will be 50% hands-on and 50% theory of instruction, and it makes for a very good and strong training offering. The next area is maybe more very close to home with our service partner programs and the type of programs we offer, both to support the delivery of services but also to enable our channel partners to deliver services or at least enable them to resell services. An earlier slide showed the high care model. This is another version view of that slide, both with the Huawei High Care and the Huawei Co-Care branded offerings. As with the earlier offer, Huawei High Care is available for resale by any and every channel partner and resale to end customers. In this case, the Huawei High Care partner resells the offer, but the customer has a support and maintenance relationship directly with Huawei, and Huawei manages the delivery of services through the call center and through partners for logistics, parts, and so on. In contrast, the Huawei Co-Care support offering is intended as a support offering between Huawei and a channel service or certified service partner. In this model, Huawei has a program built around the CSP program or Certified Service Partner program that enables the partner and recognizes partners with specific service capability, in-house service capability. Partners purchase Co-Care from Huawei, and in turn are expected they will package their own brand, the partner brand service offering, to end customers. End customers have a direct relationship with the partner for level 1, level 2 calls, and the partner in turn is supported backline with level 3 calls and overall logistics support for parts delivery. The Co-Care program is offered at 3 levels, 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star partner levels. And with each of these, there are some baseline requirements and authorization and certification activity that goes around this. I should add that not all of our partners are interested or capable of participating in the CSP program. Many partners are very confident and very comfortable to simply purchase and resell high care and other support services for resale. But in those cases where partners have an existing practice or an interest to invest in a service offering, this can be a very beneficial addition to the partner business. 4 baseline areas that allow partners to become recognized as CSPs. The first is the simplest: become a VAR, become a value-add reseller or a value-add partner of Huawei. In this model, becoming a VAR is a very simple step. Our channel partners are asked to commit to sell Huawei product and to earn some money selling product. Beyond that, the CSPs are also asked to then hire or train technical service staff at recognized certification levels to have an in-house help desk, whether it's a business hours help desk or a 24/7 help desk, with a associated process for managing call flows and managing escalations. And finally, the 5-star or highest level CSP would be asked to build and maintain an in-house test lab for troubleshooting purposes and support purposes. This makes up the CSP program. The application process is simple. The threshold to become a CSP does require an investment both in expertise and systems and processes, but can be very valuable and is certainly an important large part of the Huawei plan and program for providing services to our end customers across geography, across market segments, across industry and customer size. For all partner, in particular for our CSPs, Huawei offers a fairly broad range, a very good range of specific services to help enable our partners to become more effective at delivering services, more profitable, and more confident in reaching a fast time to market and ramp up with new products. An example of this: every CSP that Huawei recognizes is eligible to receive Huawei badged professional services support for first installation on new products. If a new CSP has a first datacom or router and switch installation, our professional services will join in that call for the required installation period to work hands-on and work side by side with our CSP engineers to make certain that the installation is delivered smoothly and effectively. The next week, if there's a storage installation, the same thing. We'd like to make sure that every instance of delivery, and particularly for the ramp-up period for our CSPs, is effective and a valuable one, not only for the partner but for the end customer. I won't read through this. You may have read through, but there are a number of other areas, both with training opportunity and online tools and other activities that can help, ranging from market development funds to technical workshops and other opportunities to develop expertise in-house. Alluded to this a few times, and I'll show this slide as very typical, again, of almost every service vendor and its service offering, and that's the online platform. Our online service is called Support E for Support Enterprise and includes everything you'd expect and some more. There's an extensive knowledge base, access to product documentation, technical forums, customer forums, software licensing, software downloads, fixes, security alerts, tech briefs, installation notes. Almost anything you could need from an online resource 24/7 is available through the Support E online service. Anywhere, anytime, with any device. One small part, but important part to mention, is are the analytic tools that are also available, both for supporting our partners and customers with particularly the partners, with information to help peek into the customer network or perhaps give some in-depth insight into configuring and installing products at customer site. These are available both for standard installation, but could also be used in a package for professional services that our channel partners choose to assemble and deliver with these tools as a component of the delivery of professional services to customers. I'll talk for a little bit just on our highlights now of the services business and Huawei Enterprise USA service opportunity. Our mission is very simple. We'd like to help customers accelerate their business, and our lifecycle, our ICT lifecycle, to support the ICT product portfolio, adds full lifecycle of service offerings. We'd like our customers to grow their business. If customers grow business, Huawei will grow its business, and that's certainly a key part of our strategy. And service partners and channel partners for resale are critical to that part of our success. And finally, the Huawei Learning Services or training programs will help all of us, our customers and our partner engineers, develop post-sales knowledge and expertise and specialization, and our training and learning services are there right in step to help make that happen. I mentioned earlier our certification program. This shows some of the levels, the most common levels of the associate level, professional level, and industry expert. And many and most of our product areas and products do offer certification levels at these areas. And in addition, the architecture level at the highest level, along with specialization training. Often our customers will ask us if they need to certify, and we find that some customers do require this of their employees. We do not require that anyone certify for Huawei product outside of the CSP program, but these courses can be critical and very helpful for the certification course can be very helpful for our customer engineers and partner engineers simply to learn the basics of administration, command line interface, configuration, advanced troubleshooting, and anything in the range of product knowledge that can help to support the product operation. For our partners, the point of contact for our service partners and even resellers falls almost extensively with the channel account manager, and this is the Huawei CAM or channel account manager. In addition, our distributors for product and service sale and resale are available in pre-sales as part of the sales cycle, and then our technical assistance center and backline logistics support are key as well to providing post-sale support. For some of our partners who choose to be CSP, the channel service manager, my team will become involved with assisting our partners through a fairly progressive step-by-step engagement to become CSPs. We're also supported by a number of headquarters and US-based teams as well as field-based teams to support our partner and help assure success. This includes our programs teams, our technical pre-sale support team, the TSS team for proof of concept or coding and configuring, our post-sale professional services team, training and certification team, and you name it. There's a fairly good, very strong team in the Huawei organization to help support our partners to assure success. Our program is designed to be channel friendly. We'd like to build market strength both for Huawei and its partners, and doing this includes building expertise through the quality of the partners we choose and work with, as well as the certification program to help build expertise. Huawei does pride itself in this organization of 150,000 employees within Huawei worldwide do help build extensive resources that can help us with full lifecycle service programs. And finally, the online tools, the analytic tools, and other tools to help our partners succeed and provide value-add services as a revenue opportunity. SMTD, service makes the difference. We think we found that customers understand this and our partners understand this, and certainly as a whole, the industry of enterprise IT and technologies recognizes that a strong enterprise player cannot succeed as a vendor unless a very solid and strong service offering comes with that. Warranty is a very competitive offer for Huawei. Our channel services are a very, very clear competitive advantage, and we know from experience that a very simple thing, partners who leverage services by selling or delivering services sell more products. Thank you. I appreciate the time to listen and hope that you'll take the opportunity to quote services, to quote support with every product sale. We'll find that we expect that you'll find a very strong relationship to quoting and in turn having customers purchase services when you offer them. And if nothing else, it will help distinguish you as a partner that can compete effectively with any industry vendor and in partnership with Huawei. We hope you'll sell services and certainly product with great success. Thank you again.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, James. So now what I'd like to do is give you a quick overview of the channel program here at Huawei. Okay, so I was using the wrong arrow. Okay, so is it ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back up to. I'll start it from here again. You'll have to cut out because there's.
Yeah. Well, and we're recording now, so.
Okay.
We'll cut out.
Oh, it's recording right now.
Yeah, it's recording. So
okay.
Let's make sure. Let's just click the arrow there, the red arrow. Yeah, it's recording. So just go, and I'll cut off whatever's in the beginning.
It went out of. What did I do?
If you click on,
I hit the little red arrow to go back, and it went out of display mode.
So,
okay.
So just here you go.
Okay, we're set. All right, here we go.
Well, let me. I'll close the door.
Yeah. James, so thank you for that wonderful introduction. So what I'm going to do now is give you a quick overview of our channel program here at Huawei. Obviously, the first part of any channel program is becoming a Huawei partner, and today becoming a Huawei partner is as easy as completing an online application that can be accessed on our partner portal. Turnaround time being no more than a day or so, because we want to make sure that you are up and active as quickly as possible. As you can see on this slide here, we have 3 levels of partner here at Huawei. The first is authorized, the second is silver, and the highest level is gold. For each of these levels of certification, you can see there are a list of requirements. For those of you that may have seen this slide before, we've now added, as you can see, the Huawei Certified Sales Professional as well as the Huawei Certified Sales Engineer as part of your requirements for becoming either authorized, silver, or gold. For an authorized partner, you do need to have 1 Huawei Certified Sales Professional. For silver, you need to have 2 Certified Sales Professionals and 2 Certified Sales Engineers. For gold, you need 3 of each. And as you can see there below, there are many additional benefits to being a Huawei partner, including lead generation activities, this certification training, recognition on our website, as well as access to all of the online literature on the partner portal. Under partner enablement, this program here, the online certification training, It has two major components. Again, first is the Huawei Certified Sales Professional. For that certification, you need to take this course, the Intro to Huawei, as well as the How to Position and Sell course, and then complete the corresponding online certification tests for each with a score of 75 or better. The other certification is the Huawei Certified Sales Engineer. That as well requires this course, but then it requires the Huawei Product Technical Training course for sales engineers. That is a little bit more technical and is positioned for the sales engineer so that he can address the various technical questions that a prospect might give him in a presentation. And again, both of these are supported with online exams. The top marketing programs here that are available for you today, number one is deal registration. Very important for those of you that have opportunities out there that you want to secure as yours, right? Very important that you engage in deal registration, because not only does it secure the opportunity as yours, but it also lets us know about the opportunity. And when we know about the opportunity, we can then make sure that we engage with you on it proactively and make sure that you have the support you need. Marketing development funds. We also have a fund where if you have a local event or a local marketing activity and you submit your request for that online, we can provide you with funds to help drive that activity. In addition to those sort of more national that you would have in the marketing development funds, we also have regional marketing funds for the smaller regional events. And then also very important is our demo equipment. So for those of you that need to have or like to have that hands-on equipment there in your office, we do have demo equipment as well as other monthly special promotions. Deal registration. So I know I talked a little bit about the importance of it. Here's the financial end of it. If you are an authorized partner, you get an additional 10%. If you're a silver partner, you get an additional 20%, and gold, you get additional 30%. So as you can see, working your way up that ladder to gold is very important financially. Marketing material. Like any other company in this space, we offer a complete set of marketing material for your use as you go out and market Huawei product. We have branding material. We have case studies, a complete list of product brochures. We have technical training, white papers, as well as sales guides. So a very complete list of material that you might be able to use in your marketing efforts. The Presales Toolkit, another very important pre-sales offering from us. One, the product selector, the product mirror, ROI calculation, configuration tool, documentation tool, and network migration. All of these tools are very simple and easy to use, and the instructions for those are online on the partner portal, and you can have them up very quickly and at your fingertips to use in your engagements with your customers. Branding assets. So when you're out there advertising our product, we have a whole cadre of advertisements that you can take and brand as your own. Obviously, we have the logos. We have a number of templates and guides for PowerPoint presentations as well as documentation. Booth design. For those of you that engage in either regional events or national events, we have a suggested booth design. We also have a number of videos that you can use if you in your booth want to have looping videos that advertise Huawei product. We have that for you, as well as banners, anything that you might want to put up on the wall behind your booth. The logo program. I've talked a little bit about this on previous slides. Our logo program comes in 4 flavors. There's the channel partner program, so the authorized silver, gold. There are services partners, certification levels, as well as learning partners. And all of these have a logo, and the instructions for how to use those are up on the partner portal. Last but not least, channel communications. These items that you see here, webinars, newsletters, emails, and the Partner Summit, these are all ways that we attempt to stay in front of you with the latest and greatest information on our programs, our products, our processes. All of these are available to you, and you will be seeing them show up in your inbox in an email fashion as the months go by. Last but not least, the channel team that's here to support you. Myself, who's the channel and field marketing manager, and then the CAMs that you see listed here. We have a CAM in California. We have 2 supporting the East, and we have 2 supporting the Central. All of these individuals can be reached out to if you're looking for any kind of support in a sale, whether it be literature, whether it be technical support, whether it be demo support, whether it be training support. Everyone you see on this list is able to help you in that endeavor. So that concludes the Intro to Huawei Certification Training course. Your next step is to access the online exam, and the link for that is up on the partner portal. If you either cannot access the portal, or if you would like to have the link emailed to you, please feel free to reach out to me, and I will get it to you very quickly. Thank you very much for engaging with Huawei.